Hi, my name is ERIN MICKLOW, and I'm here in San Francisco. We headed up to San Francisco for the weekend, and I love short trips like that because the travel is a lot less strenuous, and I can get away with only packing a carry-on. We arrived a little before check-in, so our room wasn't ready at the time of our arrival. We had the hotel hold our luggage and headed out for a coffee in Union Square to enjoy the gorgeous weather that Friday, and then some shopping at the boutiques on Haight Street. After I did some shopping, we walked through Lower Haight Street sightseeing, and then visited some record stores for Joe to do some shopping too. Come on, Freckles! Then we headed back to our hotel to settle into our room. I called ahead to let the Chancellor Hotel know we'd be there celebrating Joe's birthday, so they had set aside a special room for us with a beautiful view of Union Square. They also had a really nice birthday amenity waiting in our room for Joe upon our arrival, which really made us feel welcome and right at home. After freshening up, we headed to dinner at a South American restaurant called Piña Pachamama in the Latin Quarter. Being newly vegan, I found this restaurant on the Happy Cow app. Since it was Friday night, they had a live band and dancers performing during dinner, and it was so fun. The next morning, I found another vegan restaurant on the Happy Cow app, and we walked to Nourish Cafe for breakfast to kick off our Saturday. After breakfast, we headed back to our hotel to hop on the Powell Street cable car to Fisherman's Wharf. At $7 per ticket, it was pricier than an Uber, but definitely worth it because it was such a gorgeous day. When we arrived at the end of the line of the cable car at Fisherman's Wharf, we stopped in at Blazing Saddles to rent some bicycles to bike over the Golden Gate Bridge. At $9 per hour per bicycle, it wasn't too costly because it only took us about 2.5 hours round trip. We went out on our own as opposed to with a tour group, and Blazing Saddles gave us detailed directions of how to get to the Golden Gate Bridge and back. They informed us that since it was Saturday, the ferry on the other side of the bridge to get back would probably be about a 2-hour wait, so we decided to bike the journey back as well. It was a total of about 10 miles, or 16 kilometers, and while some of the hills were tough, overall we didn't find it too strenuous, but it was definitely a tiresome workout. When I'm traveling, I always bring at least one other pair of shoes, even for short trips, because even with my most comfortable pair of shoes, my feet do start to hurt in the same spot, so it really does help to change shoes. After freshening up from our bicycle tour, we headed to North Beach to the dive bar The Saloon for a late afternoon blues jam, then to dinner at Gracias Madre in the Mission District. After dinner, we really didn't have a plan, but as we walked down the street, we saw a bunch of punk rockers outside a comic book shop that had put on a punk show that night, so we decided to check it out. After checking out of the hotel, we had them hold our luggage and headed out for some light shopping, then down to the Mission District to meet a friend for lunch. I found the South Indian restaurant Dosa on the Happy Cow app and chose it because the giant paper dosas were something I'd never seen or tried before. Dosa had vegan-friendly options as well as non-vegan options, which catered perfectly to our group. After lunch, the weather changed and it started to rain. We had a few hours to kill before heading to the airport, so we met up with another friend that lived in the Bay Area, grabbed a coffee, and decided to go record shopping. San Francisco is such a cool city with so much life and culture. We always discover new places each time we visit, which grows our love for the city and keeps us coming back.